Hello and welcome to It's Probably Coding. We're going to go over if statements. If you want to learn what an if statement is, watch the first minute, which I'm going to answer it. Click like, and then get out of here. But if you really want to learn about if statements and how to use them and actually put it into practice, stick around and subscribe because I do this stuff all the time. So an if statement. We're also going to be using AI as a sidekick to help us out in case we run into any issues, and we'll talk about that later. So an if statement. Let's say we ask a user, so if statement. If, elif, and else. So an if statement is, let's say we ask the user for their name. It's not really giving them an option. They're just putting in an input, which is their name, and then we can use that to paste back to them. But what if we say, what's your favorite color between these three colors, red, blue, or green? The user gets to pick one of those, and we have to say, like, if the user types red, we can say red like a rose, or if they type green, we can say green like the grass, or if they type blue, we can say blue like the sky. You can only do that with an if statement. So we're personalizing responses here. So let's make a quick if statement like that. So user's choice equals, and we're going to get the user's input. Oops. We're going to get the user's input here, and we're going to say, pick a color. I'll keep it simple. Pick a color. Red, blue, or green. And then I'll put a space and that. So let me just make sure that works. Pick a color, red, and it breaks out. Okay. So now what do we want to do? Let's print the user's choice. I'm going to type in user's choice. Let me run this again. So if I type in red, it's going to type red. Now, what if I type in randomness? It's going to type back randomness. So all it's doing is it's storing the user's choice as user's choice right here, and it's printing it right back. So that's not what I want. I want to say if, so I'm going to make a comment here. So I'm going to put this, if user chooses red, say red like a rose. I'm going to make another comment. If user chooses blue, say blue like the sky. And another comment here. By the way, a comment, if you haven't used one before, is pretty much like a scribbly note on your notepad. It doesn't count as code. It's just a little comment you can put for yourself. And this hashtag right here is how you make a line of code that doesn't actually register when it runs. So it's a comment. If the user chooses green, say green like the grass. Green like grass. Okay, but now if the user types something wrong or else, say that is not a choice. So what we want to do is we want to say if the user chooses red, do this. If the user chooses blue, do this. So how we do that, let's get out of here. How do we do that? So we literally type if, and then we have to say the user's choice. So users, oh, look at that. It's pretty cool. It gives me an option here with the drop-down menu. I'm going to click down because that's indeed the variable I want, and I'm going to press tab. It fills it in for me. If it equals red, and I put a colon, and you'll notice when I pressed enter, it automatically indented the space for me. So if it's red, then it indents. So like do this part, print red like a rose. Red like a rose, and I'll close that off. Now I want to do an elif statement. So elif. Now you'll notice I had to get rid of my indentation. I had to go back to the beginning because this is another condition now. It's no longer in the red if condition. Elif is like else if. So else if user's choice. So I'm going to tab that again for quick. Equals, which is like super equals. What did I say? Blue. If it's blue, I got to put a colon here, and it's going to automatically indent for me. If it's blue, what do I want to say? Print blue like the sky. Okay, close that off. And then let's just copy. So make that faster. If it's green, then say green like the grass. Green like grass. That's better. Okay, so now if I run this, pick a thing, red like a rose. Worked perfectly. Run. Green like grass. Awesome. Run. All that mumbo jumbo, it just breaks out. I wanted to do something when the user types in something wrong, and that's where the else statement comes in. Else. If the user does anything else, type that was not an option. So I'm going to close that off here and run. And if I type in mumbo jumbo, it's going to say now that was not an option. So there's a nice if, elif, and else statement. Pretty much this is the condition, and this is if it doesn't meet one of these top conditions, what do you do? Now, I'm going to make this a little bit fun. I think I'm going to put this in a while loop. So I'm going to go here. So if you really want to learn how to use if statements, we can make a little game. So while true, I'm going to put a colon, and I'm going to highlight all this stuff and press the tab button. So while true is a while loop, and while true, here we go, which is true is just the status of the program, which is always true unless the user chooses to make it false somehow. So while true, this is going to run. Now this is going to run until we type break, If we type break somewhere, it breaks out of the while loop and then goes to the next. So here's the while loop. If we type break and the condition is met, it goes to the next line, which we don't have a next line. So it's pretty much going to break right out of the program. So while true, if the user's choice is red, do red like a rose, and I'm going to type break. So if they choose red, print red like a rose and break. If blue, break. If green, break. Else, that was not an option. I'm not going to type break. Not break. So I'm going to press run. So if I type something random, that was not an option. Now, because I did not break, it looped right back to the top. So I'm going to type in random, and it goes to the top. Finally, I'm going to type in red how I'm supposed to, and it says red like a rose, and it breaks out of the statement. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned a lot about if and else statements. If you want to learn more like this, really short videos, super fun, follow us, subscribe. It's Probably Coding, where we teach beginner Python in a very, very fun way. Follow along. Just have fun. Have fun with programming. See you soon. Bye.